Well, good Thursday afternoon to you. It's Dan. I want to welcome everyone to my home in the sticks. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. But over here in East Central Mississippi, it done warmed up, about 69 degrees today. Before we get started on today's video, I always like to mention that if you are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. And if you're returning just to see what old Dan's got going on over here, I sure enough thank you for coming back. Well, what I want to share with you and y'all today is, do you like seafood? Specifically oysters. If you do, you're in for a treat. Give me a second and I'm finna shows you. Dan, oysters, yes. Today I'm gonna share with y'all how I make Oysters Rockefeller. Just a brief history on Oysters Rockefeller. This recipe was made famous by a famous restaurant in New Orleans called Antoine's in 1899. Now, Oysters Rockefeller is nothing but a broiled oyster with greens on top of it, preferably spinach or watercress, a lot of butter, garlic, and a few other seasonings. It was a really rich dish. So they named it after probably the most well-known and richest person at the time, which was John D. Rockefeller, hence Oysters Rockefeller. So let's get started. Let me show you what the ingredients are. Got some minced garlic, a bunch of green onions, quarter teaspoon of smoked paprika, a half a cup of breadcrumbs, and these are Italian breadcrumbs. You can use panko breadcrumbs if you like and you have them, and about 2 cups of spinach. Here's a star to show: fresh oysters in the shell. Now, I had one of my co-workers got these oysters from the Mississippi Gulf Coast yesterday, and she was like, Dan, I got some extra oysters, you want some? I was like, well, heck to the yeah, because I love oysters and I know exactly what I want to do with them. Oysters Rockefeller is normally done in an oven at 450 degrees or a broiler. How we gonna cook it today, we're gonna cook it in the extra large Ninja Foodi Grill, because hey, it's a grill, does all kind of stuff. So we're gonna cook it in that. Oh, we're gonna try to cook it in that. I don't know, I think it'll work. Let me get set up and we are gonna start off making the topping for the Oysters Rockefeller. All right, to our KitchenAid mixer, we're gonna add in our spinach. We're gonna add in our green onions. And all we're gonna do is pulse this around a couple of times to get it chopped up. That's what we're looking for. All right, I actually left out 2 ingredients. I got a stick and a half of some unsalted butter that I just put in the microwave for a couple of seconds. And we're gonna use a capful of some cooking white vinegar. Forgot to mention those 2. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our butter to the mixture. Okay, we're gonna add our smoked paprika. We're gonna add our garlic. We're gonna add our breadcrumbs. And we're gonna add 1 capful of some white cooking vinegar. And the reason why I'm adding the smoked paprika is, of course, Oysters Rockefeller, you want that smoky taste. So smoked paprika and the white wine vinegar is gonna help that out. Let's give this a pulse and get it mixed up. That is done, and that's what we're looking for. Kind of like a paste, and this is what we're going to top the oysters with. Next thing we need to do is open up our oysters. What I have here is a oyster knife, and there's a couple of different ways to do that. I just like using a towel so it doesn't slip, and you just got to find the hinge point in the oyster. Inside the shell, the oyster itself has a muscle that attaches itself to the top of the shell. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to find that and give it a good scrape. Just like that. There's the muscle, and there is the oyster. Look at that beauty right there. And yes, there's a little art to opening up oysters. I've opened quite a few. I don't know if you can see that. All I'm doing is just going to scrape down, and there's our oyster. Sometimes there's a little trash in there and dirt. Just pull it on out. There we go. So let me get a couple more of these oysters cracked open and then we are gonna move on to the next step. Gracious, I can't wait. Look at that goodness right there. I'm here to tell you. All right, we got some oysters shucked. Here's our Foodi grill. We're gonna turn it on. We're gonna select grill, and we're gonna run this probably on high, and we're gonna preheat this guy. So give me about, I don't know, 8 minutes, and I'll turn this camera back on. All right, our Foodi grill is preheated and ready to go. It says add food. Let's commence to getting these guys ready to go on the grill. For informational purposes, I'm running this this grill probably at about 450, 500 degrees. I want to say more likely 500 degrees. Here's our mixture, our topping. All we're going to do is take a little bit of this topping. We're going to put it right on top of that oyster. We ain't just going to be, we're going to go on and cover that oyster up if we can. I'm going to kick it up a notch of mine, add a little bit of hot sauce because I just like hot sauce. We do a little dab of hot sauce on there. And we're going to top this baby with some grated Parmesan cheese. It's going to look something like that. Ooh-wee. I'm here to tell you that looks good already. All right, let's get these jokers on the grill and see what happens. I got the grill grate in there. Let's see if we can't put these guys in here, kind of sort of like that. I don't know how many is going to fit in here. And, oh, that's going to work out good, I think. Oops. See, I want them to kind of not spill, but that's okay. This is a first for me on a Foodi grill, so I guess we're gonna find out how it do together. And I was kind of thinking it wasn't gonna hold all that many, but it looks like it's gonna hold quite a few. Let's see, this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Probably could fit 12 on here. All right, there they are. We're gonna shut this baby down, and we're gonna run this for 8 minutes. Pretty excited because I don't know how it's going to turn out. So yeah, I'll see y'all in 8 minutes. Oh yeah. Ooh, daddy. Woo. Let's go and get these jokers off this grill because you know I'm going to get a taste test. Let's give this baby a taste test. The shells aren't just extremely hot. They're a little warm. Look at there. Ooh wee. Look at that. Wow. That is really good. Take another look at it. I am here to tell you. That is some fine eating right there. Well, all right. That's what I wanted to share with you and y'all today. Lord of mercy, a simple Oysters Rockefeller cooked on the Ninja Foodi Extra Large Grill. I don't even know if it's been done, but I wanted to try it, and guess what? It'll do it, because you've seen it. And Lord of mercy, you want to talk about good. Folks gonna line up to get slapped over this one. So again, I hope everybody is having a show enough good Thursday, and I hope everybody's being safe amid this crisis that we still have going on. If you like this video, go and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the Home and Sticks channel, Lord of mercy, y'all need to come on over here and give old Dan a look, because I'm always doing stuff like cooking Oysters Rockefeller. With that being said, you know what's coming. Dan reference sure enough, always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. And I mean nobody. You sure enough get your shine on, be you. Get your cook on. And Dan will see you and y'all in the next video.